Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 24 of our Confederate Spring of '62 campaign in version 1.11, using the A.O.M Mod. Sorry there was no Saturday episode, but as this was the Easter weekend, things got a little hectic in my life between overtime at work and other obligations, so I wasn't able to get an episode out. So I do apologize for that. Now, on top of that, we do have one new viewer unit added in. And this is one I should have had in from the beginning, but I somehow got lost in the sauce. We do have the North Georgia Rifles. Under Commander George Doles for right now. You did request Wheeler, but he's actually unavailable for Brigade Command right now. So if you'd like a different commander, please let me know in the comments below. There'll be another 28 days in game before they're ready to go. Anyway, so we should have time. Alright. So, recapping last episode. We did see the battle here of Rolla between Forest Corps and Cadwallader's, Washburn's Army of the Border. Which was a victory for us, but a pretty close one, as the morale on both sides is pretty low. I was hoping to capture the supply depot here outside of Rolla to facilitate taking down Fort Wyman, but as you can see here, it looks like the Federals have burned it down. So I'm ordering Forrest back up to St. Louis right now to resupply, though he's probably going to remain there for the winter. We're into October. Almost all the troops are in winter quarters at this point, except for these guys here. So he's probably going to sit there for the winter while he refits and get some... see, the training level of this corps is still poor, because I just threw these boys into the field as soon as they're ready to go. So he hasn't had time to train them up. So they're going to be sitting there for the winter and getting some training. Try and keep an eye on where the Army of the Border is going, but I'm not going to be chasing them through crap weather. That's going to cause attrition that I do not need. So right now, the only thing that should be going on is 3rd Corps of the Army of the Mississippi failed in its siege of Fort Donelson. So it's on its way over to Clarksville. So I'm sending 2nd Corps up to resume the siege, and hopefully they'll be able to complete the job. I may have to build a supply depot here, but I don't want to because the Federals built one over here that I could capture. And the other thing we got to worry about is the Army of West Virginia was still last sighted over here in Evansville. Just a few days, about 1 week ago, a little over. So they might be coming back down into Kentucky, we do not know. But Army East Tennessee is still here. I just hope I don't have to move them around too much in order to intercept any Federal movements. And over here in Northern Virginia, we're still facing the status quo. Once again, the whole Army of Northern Virginia is in winter camp, except for the right wing, which is currently besieging Fortress Monroe. And that siege is thankfully in our favor. Should only last another week or so, hopefully, in game. And up here in the north, we're already facing bad weather up here. I was hoping to start moving Hughie's Corps down into Augusta over the winter, but we're already facing bad weather, so he's probably just going to sit here for the remainder of winter and want to also get his training up. Now that we have Johnston in charge, is very good stats administration and leadership, the training of these troops should jump over the winter, hopefully. And we are still waiting on our casemates. Only the Virginia and some ironclad gun rams are ready to go. So I'm still waiting for these 3 to finish up. They're at 84%, so hopefully by the spring, late winter, early spring, they'll be ready to go and I can get them in the water. I don't want to send the fleet out piecemeal. I want to have the whole thing together before I send it anywhere. Then we'll start clearing out the Gulf and working our way up the East Coast once that fleet's in the water. Alright, I do believe that covers everything for right now. Hopefully the remainder of the month remains quiet for us. really hoping the winter remains quiet, but we have seen the federal AI do some stupid things in the winter before. Though the weather effects are a lot more heavy now than they were in the game years ago, so hopefully that should keep the AI from doing something stupid. We'll see. I'll be back with the next major event. So it's October 15th in game, and hoping that the Federals were going to sit down into winter quarters, I guess was a little bit of a pipe dream. As the 1st Corps Army of Michigan, 1st Corps Army of West Virginia, and Morgan's command are bearing down on Louisville onto Kirby Smith's forces. Altogether, their numbers are about equal to us with combat personnel, but they do outnumber us in artillery by a little bit here. So they're under the overall command of Cox Jr., and he's bringing 27,914 infantry and 50 guns to my 20,105 infantry, 2,600 cavalry, and 12 guns. But once again, this is 3 separate commands. 3 separate corps from 3 separate commands. Army of Michigan, Army of West Virginia, and Department of the Mississippi, and there's no field commander to coordinate these 3 corps. So this is actually not a fight I'm overly worried about. So we're obviously taking this, and I'll be back after the load screen. Welcome to the Second Battle of Louisville. So, once again, we do have to attack, and we're starting at a minor defeat. Just not good. And they are defending back here at Proud Peak, which outside the river right here is one of the strongest defensive points on this map. This is a nice rolling hill. This is basically what Malvern Hill looks like if you've never been there in real life. It's a long, not steep slope, but steady slope to the top. Excellent for artillery fire. So, it's probably one of the better defense points there is. Now, I have the feeling the AI might be down in this location. But there are 3 corps on the field. They could be, this location and another one up here or down here. So my plan for right now is I do believe the AI would defend this location more than likely. I'm actually going to start moving my troops down along this road here. There's no name for it. And cross the river down here. And come up through the woods, which should negate their artillery advantage over us. I don't know if it will or not. But that's my plan for right now. So it's the longest route there, but it should be the safest. I'm hoping. So I'm going to get my troops set up, get them in motion, and I'll be back once I have contact with the Federals. Alright, 7:45 in the morning of day 1. We did start at 4:30. I have my cavalry across the southern bridge. The infantry is now starting to come up on it. It's been a few hours getting them down this road. So the other 2 Federal Corps are not here yet. They're 1 hour away. So I got a little bit of a race I'm looking at right here. It's going to take a minute for the orders. Probably should have given the brigade orders individually, but that seems a little gamey at this. Unless the enemy's right in front of you, it's a bit gamey. I'm sending Stewart's Cavalry Division to secure this entry point. Hopefully before the Federals start showing up on the field. This way I can safely secure Proud Peak without anybody popping up in the rear of my forces. As soon as Jackson's division is across the river here, I'm going to start pushing them up towards Proud Peak. We can secure it while the AI is still sitting back here somewhere. I'm doing that. Because this is good defensive ground for us. So I desperately want to take that hill if they are not sitting on it. So just a little bit of an update there. I'll be back. So we do have our first sighting of the Federals. It's now 8:12 on day 1, and they are on Proud Peak. I was really hoping they were down here by the river. But they are on Proud Peak. So the long march was unnecessary, though I'm still going to continue on as we're already committed. So hopefully we have this point secure before reinforcements start showing up, and we're almost on top of it. It sends Stewart's cavalry division galloping over to take it. And I'm going to be using this road here as my attack path for right now. Actually, no, change of plans. I should be coming up through these woods here for the attack. I can leave my battery back here supported by the cavalry and have the infantry come up this way. Actually, that's the better option. So, change of plans. Detach them, and then I'll reorder the infantry. So we're a little strung out, but not too bad. I've seen it a lot worse than this. Just still hoping to win this race here. If I can just force all their reinforcements to come in at one location, which is over here, that'll leave them towards our attack front, so I'm happy with that. So, I'll be back. Alright, it's 12 in the afternoon, day 1. I'm now moving into position on the flank of the Union forces on Proud Peak. I did have to wait about an hour or so for my cohesion was disrupted to failing on most of my brigades, so I did have them resting. I had my one battery out this way, but I totally forgot they're still only 6-pounders, so they're doing me no good out here. They don't have the range to hit anything up on Proud Peak, so I'm bringing them back around. And I'm going to be setting them out here to help defend against... the Union reinforcements came in over here, both those corps, but they are just sitting there, as far as I know. So, the artillery is going to come over here and just help guard this flank. Hopefully with some effect. We'll see. But my troops are now starting to move into their jump-off positions. Once they're over here, I'll get them flushed out in the battle line, and we will begin the attack. We don't have too much daylight left. It is October, so we're going to lose daylight faster. So, I'll be back once I'm ready to kick this baby off. Alrighty, it's 2:40 in the afternoon, day 1. I'm still trying to get this attack kicked off. The Federals finally did react to my presence once I moved up to the back edge of the wood here, before the artillery was in position. So it looks like Morgan's command has now marched up through the woods. Probably the other corps also. So I was going to have Jackson's and Gregg's division attack in successive waves along the peak here, and have Cable's division move along the backside and hopefully catch him in the flank over here. Though it looks like the Federals are coming out this way. So I'm going to do... I don't want to march them around too much. So I'm going to be shifting Gregg's division to sweep over here from the right. And of course I'm going to use the damn road. They'll be out of firing lines, looks like. Now just switch Cable's division to... I don't want to attack up that hill. If it was only... If the other two corps weren't marching to support, that'd be a good attack option, I think. But, hey, you know what? It still might be. You know what? I still think it is. We can actually get them on both flanks, possibly, if they're going to start bunching up here in the center. So let's do that. More marching than I want. As you can see, like, these brigades already disrupted again. They're fragmented now, so they're going to have to wait before I push off any attack. These guys are failing. That little bit of a rest I gave them got them back to good cohesion, but now they're failing again from that little walk through the wood. I don't want to go into a day 2 attack. Their morale is going to be too much better than ours with the victory points. So we're at 43.9 to their 56. Theirs just keeps climbing. And I will be using the Cavalry Division to help. So I'm going to have them come along the road back here. This might turn into a Rochambeau, and I don't want to give up Louisville. That's the whole damn problem. I have it. I don't want to give it up. And they were able to get into position unmolested, really. Except for some artillery fire. But now everybody's disrupted. I'm a little more cognizant of it now after that foul up I had up in Maine. What was that, 5th Banger? Once again, it's another unit that hasn't much time to train. Everybody's training is actually poor, even though these are all combat-tested units. Taking any counter battery? No. But he's firing at skirmishers, which is basically a waste of ammo. Cohesion, good. These guys should be good. They've been sitting steady. Now Reynolds' brigade is the only brigade I have in the army with sharps rifles, so now sharpshooter 1. So they should be dealing some havoc with those weapons. They're still failing. What is this mess? This is what happens when you have separate corps with separate commanders and no army commander. But if there was an army commander on the field, these are corps from 3 separate commands. Giving them advance orders because they have those skirmishers out front, so they'll be able to push them in. Hopefully we'll be in a position to... I don't like those orders. Hold that. I want to shift them out this way a little more. And my corps commander's in the wrong damn spot, of course. But they're all bunched up here on Proud Peak, and I can get something of a horseshoe going on. It's even better. And those orders are canceled. Good. More up that way. There we go. All their troops came marching through the woods, so everybody should be in this area roughly. Speed this up a little bit. Can I give this division orders? You're right next to the corps commander. Why have you not received those orders? Damn. Jeez. And that's a glitch. Look at that. I didn't order that. They got their orders. I sent their orders before I sent them to the cavalry division. Oh, there we go. They are reacting. Something's going on with the orders here. Use the cavalry in position. I'll dismount and put them in loose order. Send those skirmishers scurrying home. I don't need to advance him with those two other brigades. He's got the Sharps rifle, so I can leave him at range. Oh, there we go. Alright, push on in, boys. Push on in. Skirmishers. Just advance, that'll push them in. Got brigade in the flank, clear a path for Greg's division. A reminder to defeat. This is almost how the Federals are lined up at the siege of Harper's Ferry. Get your orders yet? Not yet. Division commander has them. He hasn't given them out yet. Them. I think this attack is actually going off a lot better than I thought it would. No officers lost yet. Knock on wood. Now that I said that, I'll probably start losing a bunch. There's that brigade. Keep pushing in. 13th Mormons, get in there. Don't sit behind everybody. Catch up to the attack, boys. Actually thought there would have been more of them out this way. Yeah, Reynolds just went to 3 stars on his brigade. Yeah, they're right there. Go get them. The hell's the cavalry doing? Get the hell up there. Now, this brigade just got ripped apart. Oh, Lord. You got 4 full front brigades firing into it. There ain't much left standing there. Looks like we took out a command staff. Well, come on. Nope, it's still alive. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to get the mouse to sit where you want it to. So there's only 300 casualties. They have a lot more than that. We got all these brigades firing into it. Broken. 13th Mormon's still kind of sitting behind the line here. I need to get them in there. I don't think they really captured any more of those boys. See if you can get somebody from out of here. Laser Brigade, fall back. Let the Mormons get some fun in. That's it. I don't think there's anybody left except for what's up here. Oh, and in case anybody was wondering, there was actually no battle crew today. Still in a little bit of a recovery phase from the last few weekends. And now we surround what's left. There's no place for these boys to go. This is bad. Bad for them, but good for me. Come on, push in a little tighter. Ledbetter's not doing so hot. There you went. Alright, grunts, push in there. Yeah, I'd love to charge everybody in, but then everybody be getting hit by friendly fire, I think. If they're not already. Boy, this is going. That's it. Where do they have anything left? Or did that other corps not come up? That other corps might still be sitting back here. But with all those broken brigades, this should be over. What is going on? That should have been it. Yeah, that other corps was not here. That was too easy. Yeah. This corps is not fought yet. Alright, so time to get up, set up defensively. They might come up through the woods like the federal reinforcements did. Alright, well, we wait for this other corps to show up because I'm not going to go looking for them. It's 1700. It's the end of the day. So, we'll be back when this other corps decides to try and save the day. So, we have moved into day 2. It's now 7:10 in the morning. I have not seen that other corps yet. I don't know if they're going to be showing up or not, but the worst part about this is it did give these Federals a chance. Oh, look. They all reformed behind me. I just saw that. So my original plans for today are kind of shot. The other corps shouldn't be back here, but these are all the corps that just reformed. So this is gamey, but I know they're right goddamn here. So I'm going to take them down as quickly as possible. I want to leave these two divisions in place, waiting for the rest of them to rear their ugly heads. The morale of these units should be low to begin with, so I should be able to do with what I have over here. They did have some troops withdraw overnight. But this gives us a chance to get to that major victory. We got them at 12% casualties. We need to get them up to 22. And 636 left the field, so probably one of the brigades we really beat the hell out of. But the morale's still at 54, which is really surprising. Let's play and see what happens. Yep. I know this was a bit gamey, but I'm not playing around here. These guys should no longer be on the field. We had them surrounded and basically butchered them, and they are still here. They should not be here any longer. Yeah, they're going to break easy. Maybe. This brigade's breaking. This one's not. I think I'm going to clear this division off the field right here, pull back into these woods, and then react from there. There's those two brigades. The artillery shouldn't have any guns. They weren't able to run away with any. So how the hell do they have guns? I don't even think this other corps is going to show up. I don't even hear them moving. I think their commander said, screw you to Cox. Alright, Mormons, lay into them. Finish that brigade off. I'll finish off the Kanawha artillery. Damn traitors. Put some command staff in that volley. Yep, cavalry's engaged now. Oh, these guys are kind of all over the place. Guess wherever they reformed at. Let's come back. Start bringing these guys back to the wood line. Kanawha. They have another brigade on their flank. No, don't chase them. Do not chase them. You guys get the hell out of there. There's more troops coming. Get the hell out of there. The hell you boys doing? Simple orders. Pull back to the damn tree line. Goddamn parade ground antics. These guys are moving well past where these guys are still trying to turn. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Damn it. They're gonna break. How? What do they got these guys moving at the double time? Look at that. Yeah, they do. I'm worried about this other corps, but I don't know if it's coming or not. You know what? It's not coming. Get into the woods. We've Maxie Gregg's division to watch the objective. Wow, these guys actually managed to get out of there without breaking. Look at this, they're going to swarm my cavalry. This should have never happened. This force should not even be on the field right now. Are you kidding me? They brought the other corps around this way. How did they do that? There's no way they could have redeployed that corps from up here to down here. There's no way. That's what's going on. Alright, that brigade did break. Get into the trees. Alright, Maxie, time to bring your boys down. Over here. Need to hold these guys back while my forces get into position. How the hell did that other corps get down here? It's not possible. Unless they had to march all the way down and around while we were fighting up here. Which is just not feasible. And they have us outranged, damn it. Alright. Can't send out skirmishers, they're too close. Advance them forward at this brigade's going to be in their rear. Just lay down for now. You know, I said no battle brew today, but damn, I need one right now. You know what? We're going with one. I think this fight calls for him out of Jameson, so we'll use some Tully to replace that. Nothing like an Irish whiskey for a fight. Oh, these guys are still on detached orders, so bring it right down there. Almost back at basically their original start position for the battle. Did your job, cavalry. Infantry's on the way. Guys have me slightly outranged, not too bad. Am I going to lose my cover? Yeah. Just lock them in while Greg's division gets in position. And day one was a beautiful thing. Day two, not so much. hell is going on out here? One cavalry brigade broke. They're about to get flanked out. You know what? I shouldn't have met them down here. I should have pulled back onto the fence line. Had them approach me over the open. Start pushing in. Break this flank. Support's here, boys. Hang in there. Bad spot. These sharps to work. No, do not follow. Do not follow. Fall back. Boys definitely follow. Go with Sill's detachment. Boys start hitting that brigade. Looks like things are starting to stabilize. Shit. Basically have this flank cleaned up at this point. Oh, we're almost at a major victory. Greg, keep these boys in the fight. Get down there. This is basically how I expected my day 1 attack to go, not day 2. They are withdrawing, alright. Let's plus up these casualties. We almost got the major victory. Just got to stay on them. I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, there we go. We got it. Major victory. Plus it up a little more. Teach these boys a lesson. Kentucky is ours. I'd still like to know how the AI got the whole fresh corps in behind me, as their only 2 entry points were here and here. They should have not been able to redeploy behind me. Unless, like I said, they just marched them around the whole way, but I don't see them doing that. It looks like that's all she wrote. I'm not catching anybody else. Too bad none of them surrendered to us. And we actually managed not to lose any officers in this fight, amazingly. Oof. Day 2 could have been disastrous, but that still went pretty well for us. I'll admit. Still upset about that corps showing up in our rear, but we pulled it off. It really plussed up our casualties having to fight the way we did, but to be honest with you, I really should have redeployed behind the fence line up on the hill and let them come at us, but at the same time, I don't think I would have been able to disengage Cable's division or Stewart's cavalry division without them breaking if I hadn't sent the other divisions forward to help them. I don't know. We'll see. So we lost 2,088 of our 19,920 infantry, 432 of our 2,600 cavalry, none of our guns. I started the battle with 12. We ended with 24 because we captured a bunch during the fighting. Total loss of 2,525 men of our 22,959 man force. We took down 6,000 of their 28,000 infantry, 35 of their 55 guns, for a total loss of 6,500 of their 29,000 men. And it's time to take a look at the paperwork here. Alright, combat reports. Army Stewart's Division, which is the 2 cavalry brigades. Alston's brigade did 284 to infantry, captured 85, took 53 artillery prisoners, total 392. Tennessee Cavalry did 205 to infantry, 16 to artillery, total of 221. Division total 613. Cable's Division, 13th Mormons, did 715 to infantry, 25 to artillery, for total 744. Daniel's Brigade did 347 to infantry, captured 25, 53 to artillery, captured 74, for a total of 503. A lot of these prisoners came on the end of day one when all those units were retreating through my forces. Lee's Brigade did 343 to infantry, plus up to 349, so they quote some command staff. Division total 1,596. Greg's Division, Barton's Brigade did 197 to infantry, took 1 prisoner, 4 to artillery, for total 202. Rains Brigade did 325 to infantry, 50 to artillery, captured 31, for total 415. My Grunts did 531 to infantry, 11 to artillery, captured 56. So that's got to be a lot of detachments that we captured. Brigade total 611, and their detachment did 1 to artillery. Yeah. Division total 1,229. Jackson's Division, Reynolds Brigade did 841 to infantry, 9 to artillery, for a total of 854. Ledbetter's Brigade did 339 to infantry, 12 to artillery, for a total of 354. Stevenson's Brigade did 653 to infantry, total 653. Not so worried about the detachments. They were all manning guns. Division total 1,888. All right, let's take a look at the commanders. We didn't lose anybody. Let's see if we took anybody from the Union. We didn't catch Cox. Wounded General Alvord from whichever first corps that is. Major Peter Bridge. Brigadier General Slow. Brigadier General Whitezole. Nobody from this corps, it looks like. Nope. And we got General Hazen and Montgomery. So we didn't kill any of them, but we wounded quite a few of their officers. I actually just didn't count. There was that 6 or 7 of them we got wounded. It's actually not bad. Nobody from this corps on the last day, though. That's a little surprising. All right, let's get closed out of here. So, first day's attack went beautifully. It went beautifully. I mean, I couldn't have asked for better than that. You know, it's just upsetting. Like, I had those last units on the hill were completely surrounded, but still managed to get away, which is really upsetting. Like, those units would have surrendered. There was no way out for them. There was just no way out. But it is what it is. Day 2, like I said, I don't know how that corps got behind us. So I don't see the AI during all that fighting marching that corps into our rear, but it might have. I don't know. I mean, it's something I would do, but I've never seen the AI do something like that before. You'll usually beeline to the fighting. It won't march around the fighting to get to your rear. But if that's what the AI did, I mean, great. I don't think they would have had enough hours in the day to have done it, considering how late I kicked off that attack. But hey, we'll take it. Still a victory on our count. A major victory at that. Alright, the Battle of Louisville's ended with the 1st Corps of the Army of West Virginia, 1st Corps of, I forget what the other army was, and Morgan's command retreating. So the MN's reported suffered total casualties of 6,271 men. There are 691 killed, 1,200 captured. Our casualties total 2,525 men, 437 killed, 452 missing, and the rest wounded. We have captured 2,600 rifles, and that's enough for another brigade there, and 3 guns from the battlefield. And it sent 1,184 soldiers down to our prison camps. And Colonel Smith loses face. It looks like Colonel Anderson became famous. Alright. So I don't know why it's not showing over here. Maybe that's on. Is Colonel Smith one of mine? Colonel Smith might be one of mine. I may have to replace him. Okay. So let's get this rolled off. And we'll end this episode here, as I've had you guys here for quite a bit. See where everybody goes retreating off to. Where are you guys going? You have no control points down south. First Army of West Virginia. Unless I didn't put the fortifications I have under siege, they got nowhere to go. There's no place for them to go down here. They have control none of it. Well, that's a problem for next episode. Their army command's still right there. They were just outside of the fighting. So, I think it's a good place to end this episode. So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, you have not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember hit that bell icon so alert when the next video comes out. If you'd like a brigade of one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers. And I'll gladly oblige on all counts if possible. And comments, as always, please do keep them coming. I do love interacting with you all. I know I've been a little late on answering some of the comments from the past weekend, but I have been busy and I will get to all of them in time. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.